I want to create a fun page in the style of my latest scrapbooking paper kit that I used for this new planner that I made. And if you missed the video where I show you how I make this planner / junk journal step by step, please check the video below. There's a little pocket here, there's a pocket here. It's so much fun. Anyway, I wanted to make a fun page in this style here, using frames and vintage photos to just make a fun page. In that video, you can also find links to this kit if you are interested in that. There's the regular journal background pages, there's the calendar pages without dates, and there is ephemera. Today I want to work on this page right here, and I want to use this here, which is a freebie for you. So you can find this linked below. And then I also scanned some photos from my family. So this is my grandmother. This is my grandmother and her brother. Again, grandmother and brother, and these are my parents. And as a background, I want to use this page right here. Probably I'll use this side, which is one of the more plain pages from this scrapbooking paper kit. So I'm going to start off by cutting out all of these frames, outside and inside, and then we can see which of these photos will fit best into which frame. And I don't want this to be a vintage style page. I want it to really be a fun and colorful page like I have in my latest kit. So if you want to join me, get your freebie and find some photos. They could also be photos from magazines, but if you have no other option, you're welcome to check the links that I'm adding for you below this video, which also have some vintage photos for you to print and cut out. I thought I would quickly share how I cut out these frames. So I cut around them first, and then I take small scissors like these. I poke through the middle, and then I just cut to the frame in various parts, and then I can just go around and easily cut those parts off. Obviously, you can also just use a craft knife and cut that on a mat, but I'm not great with the craft knife, so I prefer this method using my scissors. And I printed these on 200 GSM cardstock, but I think it would be fine just on copy paper as well. It might even be easier. Like that. All my frames are cut out, and now I can check which one I would like to use. And I think I want to use either one of these two. And I will cut the background away, just like I did here in my scrapbooking page kit, because I think it's really fun when they're just cut out and then you see the background. So in this frame, I think I would either add just my grandmother. That would be really sweet. Yeah, I think I would just take her, or I could also take this one here. That would kind of work. Or if I take this frame, I could take both my grandmother and her brother. Also cute. I could also take this one, which is just my grandmother. Or again here, I would probably also just take my grandmother. I'll go with this one here. So I'm going to cut these out. And I just changed my mind. I'm going to take just my grandmother from this photo, because then I can use this bigger frame for this one here, maybe on the opposite page, but I'm not sure I will be doing that today. So let's concentrate on this one. So let's see what it would look like once I place it on my background. I think that is super cute. I think that's a lot more fun than this one here. Yeah. Definitely has to be this one. So I will cut that in half to fit my page. Let's ink up the edges with walnut stain. Since I might be adding this photo as well at a later time, maybe it's better to use this center spread here. Let's see if we can find some more fun elements to add. The first thing I can think of is taking this to my sewing machine, or you could also do this by hand and do a little bit stitching here where the buttons are and then let the threads hang, because I have that in some of my images from the kit as well. I was going to do this with my machine, but I just changed my mind because I really want to stitch where the buttons, where the holes are. And I can't do that as precisely with the machine. I figure it's a lot easier if I punch the holes first. And now I can just stitch through those. I'm taking a black sewing thread and I doubled it up just so that it's quicker. I think I'll go from the outside in because I do want those ends hanging down. And then, oops. And I'll just go around that a couple of times. And then I'll come out the same hole where I came in, like that. And then I'll cut this off. And they can just hang there like that. I have some butterfly images, which are thankfully already cut out. I think the colors work really well. That's one. Similar color. This is a mixture. I do like the yellow. I'm not sure about the shape of this one. And then I have one that has only yellow, or yellow and black. It's gotta be this one, because this yellow is so beautiful together with the yellow on my background. I'm not sure if floral images will work because this has a particular style, and I don't think this like whimsical style will fit to that. But I have these here. Oh, there's more butterflies. I didn't even see those. So these, what if we add them up here, but we cut away this part on the inside? I wish they were yellow. Let me just check. Maybe I have some yellow flowers in a book somewhere. I have this book here which has beautiful floral images in here. Really nice book. Let me see if I can find an ISBN number in case you want to search for it. No ISBN number, but this is the information if you want to look at that. And maybe this small sunflower here could work because that yellow is very similar. So I'll cut that out. So here it is. So let's try that. Let's get rid of these. It's kind of a lot, isn't it? What if we just do this? Or we leave it here, because I do kind of like having the whole thing on top there, and maybe actually change this butterfly. Let's try the blue one. That's also actually really nice. By the way, you can find these butterflies linked below as well. They are from my shop. But I would like to encourage you to check your books or magazines and see what you have on hand. Then I'd like to add the letter E because my grandmother's first name was Emmy. And I found these two. So either we put it here to make like this cluster here, or I can also make a new cluster up there. I think I rather like it down here. Or we go for a smaller version. Yeah, I think the smaller one is it. It's also a bit less chunky. It's also not bad up there actually. No, but I think I would put it down here. I will probably color this I'm not sure what color yet. Either yellow or gold. Oh, gold would be an option because the frame is gold. Yeah, I'll do that. But I also want to consider adding a piece of lace from my lace scrap jar. Maybe I should do that after I color it because that will look different again. I have been gifted this all-purpose ink, which is called 70 Vegas Gold. Oh, that is so for me. And it's a Japanese brand, which I find very cool, which is called Tsukuneko. Oh, it's beautiful. I think one coat will be enough. Okay, let's put it here. Oh, I love the gold. What a surprise. Okay, let's find some lace to add. Maybe a piece of this one here. Let's fray that a little bit. Make it look worn. I like it just like that. So let me glue all the elements down. I'm going to use my art glitter glue. I'm not inking anything up. I kind of want it to look flat. I know that sounds very strange. But for this scrapbooking style, I prefer that. So let's take these away. I will remember where they were. That was a bit premature to glue all of the flower. Let's first glue the picture inside the frame. Oh no, I forgot to put the lace underneath. What is happening? I think I'll trim these just a little bit. They're a bit long. And then I also want to add some turquoise splatters. You see we have these blue ones here which fit perfectly to this butterfly. I don't have that blue, but I have this turquoise. I think that will look fun as well. I do want to cover up my grandmother's face. That would have gone right into her mouth. Thank goodness I covered that up. Ooh, how did that happen? I will just go with it. It is such a fun feeling to have my grandmother in my planner, especially in this whimsical way. I love that she's smiling in this photo, and I want to believe that she would have loved seeing her photo at this age in this style. Like if she saw the photo when she was that age in this style, I think she would have had a lot of fun with it. I'm not sure if she would have liked it being older, like grandma age, but who knows? The important thing is that I like it. Let me know if you want to see me create a page with this image here. I could potentially do that for the next Sunday Junk Journal Snacks episode. Get your freebie and have fun with the frames. Love you guys. Mwah, mwah.